Governor Jay Nixon met with education leaders and mental health care providers from throughout southwest Missouri at Missouri Southern State University in Joplin to discuss the impact of House Bill 253 on public education and services provided by the Department of Mental Health.
Let's start with what it would do for schools. House Bill 253 would drain millions of dollars from our public school districts and into the pockets of lawyers and lobbyists each and every year. In fact, even if we accept the General Assembly's own assumptions, this bill could reduce funding for K-12 classrooms by $260 million annually. Let me talk for just a second about the impacts on mental health specifically. Recently, the Mental Health Commission asked the Department of Mental Health to conduct an analysis of the impact of House Bill 253 would have on its core services, and the results are very stark. To take its share of the loss, DMH would need to cut $87 million annually. And when you include the federal matching funds that would also be lost, the annual cuts to services would total approximately $164 million.
More than 80 school boards and local boards of education from across Missouri have passed resolutions urging the legislature to sustain the governor's veto of House Bill 253.
If the veto's overridden, then it's going to mean severe cuts for education and for mental health services and other services throughout the state, something we should really avoid, I think, at this time in our recovery in the state of Missouri.
Education really, I believe, is really the cornerstone of democracy and everything that we hold dear. And I think that anytime you start chipping away at the foundation, it has long-term ramifications and unintended consequences that may not be felt for another decade, but at some point in time it will be felt.
The implications of House Bill 253 are not only distressing to educational leaders, but local citizens as well.
Realistically, if you're a moderate income, $50,000, you're saving $6. You can keep my $6. I would rather have the opportunity for lower tuition, textbooks, prescriptions not being taxed, and developmental agencies being able to help us and families with disabilities as well within this community.
Today, Missouri's economy is growing. Businesses are hiring. People across our state are getting back to work. In fact, our unemployment rate has been below the national average for 47 straight months. Now is the time to keep moving forward on the proven, fiscally responsible path we've set, not veer recklessly off course.
To learn more about the governor's veto, visit governor.mo.gov.